Bird. 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 Welcome to the all-out Crimson Qurupeco build. Now before we start, the tutorial is going to look a bit different. I thought maybe I should try something a little bit better and more informative for you guys to let you know where and how to get some genes and stuff like that and make it shorter. So we'll see how this goes. Let me know in the comments if you like this way more than the previous tutorial. Anyways, about this Crimson build. So this build has to rely on all-out, which is a very powerful gene and creates a lot of damage for this Qurupeco. The first gene we're going to be looking at is Thunder Boost XL, which gives us a 40 attack boost for Thunder Element, and it can be found on most Thunder monsters. Thunder Egg Den is going to be the easiest place to get this. The next gene we have is All Out XL, which is the main focus of this build. It will give you a 65 attack boost to all kinship attacks for the cost of more kinship. This can be found from most non-Ellie monsters. The easiest I have found them is in the Desert Den, and it can be found on Diablos, Brute Tigrex, it can be any of them. Next, of course, we have Critical XL, which increases your crit rate by 16%. It's very commonly found on a lot of monsters, but the easiest for me were, again, non-Ellie monsters and in the Desert Den. Next up, we have Synchronize XL. This increases power by 80 if it's a double attack. So if you do a little double attack with your Crimson Qurupeco, you're going to be doing a lot more damage than just by itself. This can be found on water element monsters. The Water Egg Den is your best bet, but might take a bit since not everything in there is, well, water, sadly. And now let's move on to the moves. So our first move is Thunderclad Gene XL, which is Azure Voltage. This gives you a 30 attack and all element defense buff for 5 turns, and on top of that, a 100 attack boost for 2 turns. This will be a lot of damage for you, so definitely use this when you can. It can be found on Bolt Reaver as Stalos. Best to do SR or R tickets in the Thunder Egg for that. Next up, we have Last Stand Gene XL, which is Vengeful Thunder. This has 110 power on it, has a 40% chance to para, and is our tech type move. The attack power is boosted also when you lower your HP, so the lower you are, the more damage you're going to do. This gene can be found on the Stalos. Good old Thunder Egg Dens will give you these as well. Our power attack move is going to be Thunder Strike Gene L, which is Thunder Rampage. It has 60 power, a 30% chance to para, but it can hit all enemies, which is really good for PvP if you crit. So keep that in mind. You can also change this out in case you're not doing PvP. You could do, I believe, Plasma Pressure, since it can also have a higher chance to crit, and it just hurts a lot more probably. But you can find this gene on Vulgar and Janap. And then of course our last gene, which is our speed attack, the Gnogre Gene L Thunder Fist. It has 110 power, 50% chance to para, and overall is a really good strong move. When this thing crits, it's pretty disgusting. This can be found on Zygnogres, which, you guessed it, are Thunder Egg Dens. And that's all for the build. You'll probably see that the kinship is going to hurt a bunch, and I mean a bunch, but it's a really fun build. And again, let me know if you like this kind of style. It is a lot shorter, but I feel like I can give you guys more information, and it's not going to be all drawn out at the end. And as always, have a good day. I'll see you in the next video.